A program in Texas is reaching out to first-time moms in the Coastal Bend. It is called the Nurse Family Partnership Program, and a chapter here in town is ready to help out expectant mothers.
The program is free, and families actually are assigned a nurse who will assist them until their child turns 2. Our Madeline Dart joins us now with more about the program and how these nurses are changing lives in Corpus Christi. Maddie?
Mackenzie, Brian, the program primarily deals with young and again first-time mothers. This includes a local teen who found out she was pregnant during her senior year of high school. She says if it weren't for her nurse, her pregnancy may have turned out much differently.
Ariana Perez recalls the heart-dropping moment she saw those 2 pink lines.
Oh my God, how am I going to tell him or what I'm going to do? I was like, college around the corner.
At just 17 years old, Perez and her boyfriend's world was turned upside down. She went from planning for college to preparing for a baby.
I was like in shock. I believe I was 4 months pregnant walking the stage.
The couple soon finding the Nurse Family Partnership, a statewide program with a chapter run by the United Way of the Coastal Bend. Nurse Stephanie Smith stepping into Ariana and Oscar's lives when they needed her most.
Being a teen parent just adds additional stressors and concerns on top of that as they're navigating school and their life course.
She's always been there. It's been great because being a first-time mom you have all these questions, like you don't know what you're doing, you're brand new to this.
At any given time, nurses like Smith manage up to 25 families, all needing the same
support and encouragement they need to be a great mom and to figure out those things as they go.
Stephanie supporting Ariana during some health scares towards the end of her pregnancy, and then the life-changing moment in September of 2017.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's finally here.
Nurses with the program stay until the child is 2 years old, checking in with babies like beautiful Eva and her loving parents.
I love working with them because they are so eager to set goals and to just really thrive.
She's a part of us already. Like, we know her, she knows her. It's a wild ride, but it's a fun one.
And the couple is getting ready to celebrate Eva's first birthday. Ariana is actually going to school to become a nurse, and the couple is engaged. If you or someone you know could use this kind of help, we'll have the link online at KIIITV.com. Mackenzie, Brian.
Thank you, Maddie.
Awesome.